NBA Eastern Conference playoff matchups. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go on the record and say the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat series, although Cleveland is up 2-0. Anybody watching that series? You watching that series?
I've done a peep or two.
Oh my goodness.
I have watched a few moments of those two games, and it's early to get the broom out. Is it too early?
It's time. Yeah. You know, I think we knew going into the Eastern Conference playoffs that there would be a couple sweeps. And I think the Cavs Heat series is one. And I'm not gonna hold you. I would say this is just me though. I think the Bucks going home in 4 as well.
And while the Bucks will be going home in 4, Doc Rivers will be out in 4. It just ain't gonna work out. No. And then they had the nerve to extend. I saw today on my news feed that they extended that guy. What is this? The general manager?
I
I
don't know
said,
why.
for what? For what?
Yeah,
This is what we've got to deal with?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, he ain't going to keep Giannis. No, he might as well start putting his fillers out for the next star because Giannis is out of there. And if he's not, I'm going to be surprised unless he just really loves Milwaukee. He really loves his home. His kids really love if they're in school, the school that they're in. His wife really loves the community. But at the end of the day, he ain't going to win no championship there. Not unless they pretty much gut the whole roster. At the end of the day, the Dame Lillard experiment, so sorry, it's not going to, it will not produce a championship. It's just not. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of sad that he even came back from the blood clot because I'm wondering, did he come back too soon? And when you come back soon and you risk it, I'm hoping he didn't risk it, but you came back in a loss. What was the point?
What was the point? Yeah, I know one thing though. The Bucks most definitely need to have a new starting lineup when they play their game at home. Whatever this is that they got going on for the first 2 games against the Indiana Pacers, they can't start their third game with that lineup. I'm sorry. It's 2 things for me that the Bucks, unfortunately, Dame Lillard, I think he should have just waited until round 2 if that's where the Bucks were going to go, right? And Kyle Kuzma, this was your time. This was your time. You don't do it here right now. Why are you even suiting up?
Yeah, and he's been getting all the smoke.
I expected more from him. I expected more from him. He had an opportunity because I know it wasn't going to happen with the Wizards. Anybody that watched basketball know it wasn't going to happen with the Wizards. Had an opportunity, finally had his out from the Wizards to the Bucks. Playoff hopeful, playoff here, and still can't produce. Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, so after his donut, when he went over, I said, okay, this is his game. Game 2, this is it. Kyle Kuzma played 31 minutes in game 2, went 5 for 10 from the field, missed all his 3-pointers, and scored 12 points, -7 in the plus-minus category. I just don't know what else needs to happen. And Doc Rivers championed Kyle Kuzma. He talked about, Kuzma can play. He just needs the basketball. Well, he had 10 tries and
and it didn't produce much. Who is going to be the next? Who's going to help do this road trip with Giannis? Who's going to do it consistently?
Probably Bobby Portis. But
okay, yeah,
they need dynamic guard play at this point.
Yeah. Guess what? Next year. Let's just go ahead and coin it. Next season. Bucks season, next season.
Okay. All right. So there's another series going on in the Eastern Conference. And for me, it's the best one going. Well, there's another one in the West that is also top notch. But the New York Knicks and the Detroit Pistons, I am enjoying that matchup because you know what? I still think the Pistons are going to win the series, even though they're down 2-1. I think they're going to win.
If they figure out how to close out in game 4, they're gonna win this conference. They're gonna win this round 1. I agree. I didn't have them coming out of this one. I thought it was gonna be the Knicks, but watching the Pistons play, talking about somebody got some heart. Them players got heart. They can figure out how to close out a game. Really, when it's in the crunch, in the clutch, they can figure that out.
Yeah, speaking of clutch, look like Jalen Brunson won Clutch Player of the Year, and he came through in the clutch
I know.
for the New York Knicks. But you know what? It just feels so much like last season with Jalen Brunson. Why is he ISO and foul baiting? It's starting to get on my nerves.
I wish Kate Cunningham would start doing it too.
Hmm.
Why don't you do it too? I'll tell you one thing though. That Tim Hardaway Jr. in that last game when he barely had the ball in his hands and he hit that 3, I said, "Ooh, now if you can do that during crunch time, in the regulation, so y'all can win these games because I mean the games are so close." Another thing I like about the Pistons and Knicks game, the physicality is giving me everything I need.
Mhm.
Everything I need. I love it. I love playoff basketball where people have hands. Not only on the basketball, but also on the players. I mean, I just think it's unfortunately there has been some instances where it's been a little bit reckless, but at the end of the day, I'm so glad that in some instances the referees are swallowing the whistle. Well, if you don't let these players play,
Ooh, and to think Isaiah Stewart is on the bench and out of commission right now for the
I know.
Detroit Pistons. Wait until he gets on the court. You talking about physicality.
You talking about
Another
you
level
talking
right
about I'm
there.
here for it too. I love it. No, that's a really really intriguing series. I mean, I'm locked and loaded for that one for sure. I love watching it. It really each game is anybody's game. Each game is
Mhm.
anybody's game. I'm not watching that series going, well, we already know what to expect. Let me go on and put a little laundry in. I mean, that's kind of, because some of these games, I'm like so distracted because they are just like Cavs and Heat's one of them. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
good.
get easily distracted with that game. Easily distracted. Bucks
Yeah.
Pacers can't hold me either. I mean, I mean, it's on and I'm hearing it, but any little any little movement, and I'm like, huh? Up and at them. I mean, just like y'all, you're not holding me. You're not holding me. But that Knicks Pistons from 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 tip off to buzzer ending, I mean, like such a great series. And
Yeah.
another one that I really have tapped into also is Celtics and Magic. I am here for the Magic, but they are not ready, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They're not ready. At the
Mhm.
end of the day, the Magic's roster is they lack shooting. What really makes me mad about that particular roster is that they acquired two uh $22 million free agent, $22 million a year free agent in KCP. And when I tell you they got bamboozled.
Ah, gooped.
When I tell you the Magic got gooped, championship playoff 40% 3-point shooting, KCP has not shown up to Orlando. He didn't make it to the
Mm-mm.
Magic. That KCP
No.
didn't make it to Orlando. I don't know to the Magic's roster. I don't know who this KCP is, but the one that one was a part of 2 championship runs previously. I don't know where he is because that ain't
Mm-mm.
this KCP. Mm-mm.
Nah,
Nope.
he missing in action. We when they traded him, we were excited and we're like, oh yeah, veteran leadership. But you're absolutely right. He has not been the KCP of old all season. So why would we expect him to turn it on in the playoffs? They got exactly what they've been getting from KCP, which is not a whole lot. I mean, last game in the playoffs, 0 for 6 from 3. That's what you do.
That's why
Three
they
little
brought you
points.
over. That's why they
Yeah.
brought you over. And that's why they keep
Mm-mm.
giving you the ball, hoping that this time would be the time. Do you not know if he would at least hit his threes, the Magic chance of winning one game is higher just
Mm-hmm.
from him doing his part?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we know that they struggle with shooting, and he was supposed to fill that gap. And
Yep.
poor thing, Coach Mosley, he just don't know what to do with KCP. I mean, he probably has too much respect for him to put him on the bench. But that's where he belongs right now.
Yeah, he needs to be coming off the bench for sure. I will tell you this though. Orlando Magic's defense is top notch. Now they gonna give you that. They can keep you under 100 points. But defense for that roster with lack of shooting is just not enough. It's
Hmm.
not enough. And unfortunately, they're gonna be going home in 4. I hate to
Oh
say it.
yeah, oh yeah. I thought they would win at least two. I think I had it going six. But
Hmm.
look, check it out though. The Boston Celtics weren't going home in this series versus anybody anyway. Anytime the Boston Celtics can win without their superstar and Jason Tatum and Derek White just come on in and do his part, how you supposed to beat that? You can't. The Magic were never going to win this series.
No, no, they were never going to win the series, but I'm with you. At least win a game. Can they still get
Mhm.
one in? I hope so, because Jalen Brown said, "Not on my watch. Not on my watch." Oh, rest well, buddy. Get your wrist together. I got this. I got it. Jalen Brown,
Mhm.
bum knee and all. He up in there.
He's amazing.
He was Finals MVP for a reason last season. For a reason. And now we're seeing why he is a great co-star or the star. I don't know how you want to label him and Jason Tatum. I just are they for some reason for me they're like on the same level.
Yeah.
Anytime your star, superstar, however you want to label Jason Tatum is out and business as usual happens, that means that you have a team, you've built a roster that can withstand uh, um, missing players. We already know Jalen Brown, he gave it to him. Derek White, what do you need? I got it. Al
Mhm.
Horford, for some reason, always is in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, you gotta love Uncle Al, boy. I'm
I
telling you.
love right. Drew Holiday, great addition. Like it's just that when you build a roster of players that everybody can do. I mean, and six man of the year for 2025 season and Peyton Pritchard. I mean, what are we talking about? Off the bench giving business.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be really good for the Orlando Magic, though, because this experience they'll be able to carry next season when hopefully they're healthy going into the postseason. Because I mean, this isn't the end of the Orlando Magic. I don't think they're going to win the
No.
series, but I'm telling you, wait until Mo Wagner gets back, Jalen Suggs. They can get their complement of players. I think this is going to be really good for them.
I think
They
so
can put it
too.
in their backpack and get ready for next season.
I think so too. The only way you gain playoff experience is being in the playoffs, right? So although they may not win, although they will not win this round one matchup, they are gaining and gathering experience along the way. I also think that there will be some changes in the offseason because they do need to improve their shooting. I'm sorry, you
Mhm.
can't come into next season with this inconsistent shooting, and I expect to see some games, some players uh, evolve into more consistent shooters. That's what I expect from the Orlando Magic. But I think they have a strong core. Swap out some pieces, KCP being one of them immediately, but swap out some pieces, and I think they'll be fine. I'll be fine. So when we see them next season in 2026 in the postseason, we'll see a better improved Orlando Magic to manage playoff basketball. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about them. Which team are you most disappointed in this postseason from the East?
Um, Probably the Miami Heat. Because if you remember at the top of the season, I had high hopes for them. I really did. It's just unfortunate for them that all the drama they went through with the Jimmy Butler situation. If Jimmy was playing right now with Tyler Hero, with Bam, under head coach Spoelstra, I just feel like the Heat would have a better shot in these Eastern Conference playoffs. And mind you, they
Mm,
probably shouldn't even be there, honestly. It probably should be the Atlanta Hawks. They were the number 8 seed, you know?
mm.
So I'm starting to feel a little uneasy about the play-in tournament because I agree with Trey Young. You play 82 games, you should be the number 8 seed if that's what you earned. Why do I get disqualified by a team that's number 10?
I agree, 100%. 100%. And here we are. Although this is the first season that a number 10th seed actually made it to the number 8th seed, they still going home. Like, is it really that successful? And here I'm here again with it. What's the long term goal for that? That was my argument when they first introduced the play-in tournament. Why do we have an opportunity? Why do the teams 9 and 10 have an opportunity to clinch a 7th or 8th seed? They did not earn it during the season. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Are you disappointed in the Miami Heat too, or is there another team?
No, 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 no. I didn't see it for the Miami Heat this season. For me, I wasn't really on board with them. But the Bucks, I did expect more. I think
Okay.
the Bucks let Giannis down. If that makes sense. Something about that, it just ain't right. He works too hard. He's too phenomenal of a player to have to go out on round one. I just
Mm-hmm.
they let him
It,
down, and that's
yeah.
disappointing.
Anytime they ask Giannis, what game three means to him, and he says life or death, oh, he's taking this real serious.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
deserves more. He deserves a better environment.
yep.
And I'm sorry, yeah, the Bucks. Good luck trying to hold on to him in the off season.
They gonna have, you know what though? He gonna have to pretty much build his own roster if they want him to stay. He's gonna have to do it.
I don't know how you do that in an undesirable city, though.
That is
Right?
true. That is true. That's true. That is true. Well,